Welcome to a new edition of On the Edge, and we're focusing on the North America Cup today. I'm Harold Howe, here with Mark Austin, who's farm near Fergus, to talk about Fool Me Once. Third in the some beach somewhere, running over horses. I mean, disappointing, but at the end of the day, you know you got a player.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's a player there now. You always leading up to these races and don't really know for sure that you're a player until you actually get in a spot like that where we were the other night and he was running over horses. And yeah, we were lucky to get out the other night. Randy Waple's horse made a break and got out to get up to be third, but we were quite happy with him.
No disrespect to the Some Beach Somewhere stake, but nobody remembers who won the divisions last year. It's like the old Burlington used to be years ago. It's really a springboard and a tune-up for the North America Cup and a shot at $1 million. Your horse, what have you liked about him right along?
He's got quick turn of foot. He's got good gate speed and good gated, and you can drive him with 2 fingers after you do use him. So, I mean, he's very handy that way, and he's just a nice, solid horse.
It was an interesting story how you actually got him. You and Dan Smith. You didn't actually buy him, but you did buy him down in Harrisburg. Tell us how that worked out.
Yeah, the colt went through the ring, and he ended up selling for $70,000, and Dan and I are in at $65,000, and kind of disappointed when we walked away. We didn't bid again or whatever, but we looked up at the television there and noticed that the colt was not sold, so we went back and see Bob Bonney, who had sold the colt through his agency there, and he said the horse was still available, and we ended up striking a deal and bought him. So it was kind of a afterthought, I guess.
Right. Now, the North America Cup is obviously a big deal, but it's a long season, and you have said largely through the summer his focus is New York.
Yeah, definitely. Last year we raced the colt. He was in the Metro final, drew bad. He was in the Breeders' Crown and drew bad, but he couldn't step it up to beat the best ones last year. He was a follower, and we went the B route with him and staked him to New York, mainly for the summer, and then we staked him to a few things in the fall, hopefully that our horse will be fresh and maybe can battle the better ones at the end of the year.
So what's happened through the winter that he's made this significant jump and maybe can make another jump yet?
Yeah, well, he's got matured a lot physically and mentally. Last year he was kind of a big gawky teenager, and he's grown into himself, and his biggest thing is he's focused more. And
you said you see him more thoroughbred than standardbred almost with his look, and he certainly doesn't look like an art major, which I have said would lead a number of guys to walk away from him because they believe a sire should always throw a semi-clone.
Yeah, I mean, that's to each his own, but when you go and look at a horse and you like the look of him, and he was a racy looking colt, that catches my eye, and you take a shot.
Just like some guys like brunettes and some like blondes.
Exactly.
So a number of people have said to me they think your horse is going into this North America Cup as deserving of more respect in the morning line than maybe he's getting. And he looks to be peaking. He's not going backward. Realistically, how do you feel about him?
I'm pretty confident. He hasn't done nothing wrong this year and hasn't disappointed us. And like you say, he hasn't been beat up yet. And where a few of them got rough trips the other night, and a few of the other horses haven't really raced too much this year. And our horse got 4 starts, and then his 5th start will be the elimination, which I think is about the right number to go into a big race where they're in peak condition and peak form.
Okay. And this is about the North America Cup. Got to ask about a 2-year-old. We didn't get up to do your videos on your 2-year-olds this year. Weather Hanover. I know you're pretty chuffed about this guy.
Yeah, he's a Some Beach colt we got out of Harrisburg last fall, and he's done everything right. We've had a little issue with him here where he's got a little throat infection and stuff that set him back maybe 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm pretty pumped about him.
Okay. Well, good luck with him, and of course, Fool Me Once and the North America Cup Eliminations on the weekend. And hopefully we'll be talking to you Saturday night.
Thanks, Harold.
Harold Howe with Mark Austin, North America Cup Preview.